Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lost Archives. My name's Owen and we are playing Esoteric Ebb, the phenomenal CRPG, Disco Elysium, Dungeons and Dragons combined together, mushed up to create a fantastic game. We are dawn of the second day. Dun dun. Hello puppies, I've got two puppies who want to play with me today as well. It is dawn of the second day and we are back trying to figure out the mystery of the tea shop. I refused to bow down before the money man, so now we're going to have to find another way in. Probably through the Undercity. And that's where we are. We're fully rested, which means we've got no detriments to any of our... Oh my god, we can look in the bin again. No. We've been there. We're not going back into the bin. So I'm wondering, we've got a few. Actually, let's check the quest log. So can we take root this idea? Go on. Let's see what we get. I realize we completed this quest last night, young and dumb. What do we get? Trouble brewing. Young women running around the streets, slinging Asgarless propaganda to unsuspecting citizens. Boys caught causing chaos in the name of some hapless magazine-inspired rebellion. This cannot be tolerated.
It really can.
What?
It can be tolerated. It's just some kids.
That kind of looseness will bring order to its knees, it's all. The Asgard youths did nothing to warrant such pushback. This era is one of communication. Ideas interchanged freely between a populace of free-minded thinkers, folk dreaming of an egalitarian potential. However, the problem lies with the unfortunates who break and sear Folkerian thought with reckless unkindness. You must pray for them, beg for them, to please stop being so mean.
Do you really think that would work?
One can wish. Those boys might be unkempt and rough, but they are proud citizens of a great city. They are performing a service, albeit a crude one beyond the realm of law. But the youth Asgards, they are even more awful, to a much steeper degree.
The Asgard girls were just doing a technically criminal crime. The boys were doing multiple literal actual fire-based crimes.
It is a morality issue, not a legality issue. You weigh morality upon the shoulders of ideology in this case. You see that, do you not?
Yeah, I do.
The only shoulders being weighed upon here are your manly, bulging, muscular traps. What has happened here is a complication upon society, a representation of the wider culture. Young men are drawn towards the rough, downtrodden world of the dreamers, the hope of a national unity through an Earthian story, one of leadership and honor. But without that guiding star, there is no such singularity, no control, no wise king to bend the knee to. Instead, those boys are simply expressing pain through violence, enacted onto those who are attempting to craft a more caring future. That is, young women. They, as opposed to young men, are drawn towards a more social type of unity, with welfare and Asgarl and flat and hierarchical structures. Beyond Asgarl himself, who is by his function also a male figure, it is to womanly people you shall look towards. Lady Fair is one.
The halfling god?
Yes, Lady Fair and those not, the walking god who gave everything to save her people. Lady Fair and those not, a young halfling leads her clan through a mountain pass and defends it for 3 days and 3 nights. She is known to be responsible for the founding of the Fordnip Commonwealth. Her words are few, but spread far across the coast. Her church is quite active among Norvikian society as an organisation of charity, open to all folk, no matter their origin. It is an egalitarian dream. That is why women, as harsh as it is to say, are simply more suited for Norvikian leadership. Lady Fair makes it clear. A house held by women stands any season.
I mean,
yeah. You put it like that. What are my options here?
God, I feel like there should be some middle ground here. What about a house held by a person never falls? That's catchy, right?
Feel like a good man for thinking such egalitarian things. Women clearly build a more thoughtful and caring world for us all. I want to stay in the darkness and wither away. Man, this is tough. Let's go. Look, No, middle ground's never funny.
I agree. Women clearly build a more thoughtful and caring world for us all.
There is something so powerful about dreams. Ideas spreading from man to woman, woman to man. But the Asgarlan dream is not a blessing, it is a smile wrought in pain, a vision of 1,000 layers of intersected nets and labels, tangling every person and snaring them into oppressor or oppressed. And there is oppression, there are unfair hierarchies, the world is corrupt, but not fundamentally. If these boys are pushing back against Asgarlism, that is only natural. It is an ideology which pushes a foundational belief that they are naturally, oppressively superior. Is that what Asgarlism is pushing? I don't think it does. If a young man grows up in squalor, finding zero advantages for him being a man among patriarchs, nor any power from being a human, especially if he grows up within non-human clusters, something many of the poorest humans do, when he is unable to find a job at age 19 and has almost no political, societal, or economic power in his life, which dream do you think he would believe in? The one calling him to fight to reclaim what is his by right, a good life as a future patriarch, or the one calling him an oppressor? Ah, fuck. This feels very, appropriately timed with what's going on in the world right now. It does not call him an oppressor. That is an unfair reading. Asgarlism is about systematic change. That young man is trapped in the same cycle of violence that all men find themselves, since the dawn of time, that he must fight, that he must be a patriarch to have a good life. Asgarlism would lay the foundation that allows him to be free from these burdens. He would be free to find that job, that good life, with the same prospects as everyone else. That foundation is laid by raising women to the forefront, by allowing them to flatten our hierarchies and bring about a new world. I'm sure there's a female perspective here somewhere as well, but I've only really read about that in Mum's books. Oh my goodness. Oh, man.
No, I don't care about men or women. I'm an equal hater. We all suck.
That's not the furthest away from my own philosophy. What's the most nihilist? There we go. When in doubt, fall upon my own things. Where's the optimistic nihilism here? None of these are really optimistic nihilism.
Seems to me like it's more of a branding issue. The Asgarlis need to be more in tune with the economic aspect of intersectionality. They're clearly losing out on a ton of angry book-burning boys.
That is an argument, but it does not change the core values. You need to come to that realization. That the one every boy reaches towards the late stages of their capitalistic pubescent socialistic awakenings, that... No, not at all. It is only your placement you must understand. Figure out where you've planted these 2 feet of yours and accept where your bones will begin their incessantly slowish grind into the pavement. Learn more. Steel yourself. Seek love. Be more. Suddenly understand gender. Go on. No! No, come on. Just let me pass a single check. No, that is far more complicated than you could have ever imagined. So many relations, so many intersectional divergences. How a man who feels feminine connects in the hierarchy with a woman who feels womanly but acts manly in order to fit among conventional standards, and be controlled by a manly woman who seeks feminine ideas in order to break those standards. It is simply too much for you to make sense of. To break down, to sample even an inch of truth from the world.
No one said this whole egalitarian dream thing was going to be easy.
That is true, but this is far too much for you. Right now, at least. Maybe it is only your side of the aisle which you have any hope of understanding this day. To know man in order to know woman.
Then,
yes, everyone lay upon Jaw's spectrum, each judged for their perceived and internalized values. You are approximately 0.52 decimals across the line into masculinity. That is, in a less abstract definition, a little over halfway to being a full man.
Sorry, what?
Slightly over halfway, yes.
I'm only halfway!
It is not ideal.
Does that mean I'm a woman?
Course not. And do not react like some sensitive wimp. The feminine is a beautiful ideal by itself. Fearing your position on the spectrum is weakness by itself. The average man is, if you think about your place to sniff out manhood, usually about 0.5 decimals of masculinity. That makes you 0.2 more man than the average man.
So I'm actually super manly.
Let us not get carried away. You are approximately averagely, decently, middle ground manly. A normally sized manhood inside of a perfectly median-shaped man.
Inside?
Inside. Your manhood inside of you.
Doesn't manhood mean,
What are you speaking of?
Genitalia!
Oh, no. Manhood is a concept, an idea, a feeling of masculinity hidden deep within your body. It is not the actual thing. That would be ridiculous.
It would!
It would.
It really would!
Now, you will choose.
What?
You know the truth, so choose a side. Wait, I have to pick more masculine or feminine. No shit.
What does feminine and masculine mean in this context?
It means where the target land on Jaw's gender spectrum. They will always be on one side of this esoterically decided middle point. If you disagree with that judgment, take it up with Jaw. That is the probable outcome, yes, but do not always assume the gender placement of a target. The world is often more complicated than you initially imagine.
Which should I choose? Like, which one would be the most useful?
In all honesty, you must think of this as a representation of your future struggles. In other words, the person who blew up the tea shop, the one you must discover. Will it be a man or a woman? Could be either.
A man. A sorcerer would surely be able to sling such esoteric force, but a man is more likely to enact it.
Isn't that the most damning indictment, though?
Tell me more about Lady Fair.
Halflings built a religion out of feminine love. You could do something similar. Extra proficiency in roles when speaking with feminine characters, okay?
Tell me more about future patriarch.
A brotherhood, a patriarchy, a good and just world. It is within your grasp. Extra proficiency in roles when speaking with masculine characters. So it's either it's the Fallout perk Lady Killer or Black Widow, kind of. Oh no. Which one am I going to need more?
I'm ready to make a decision.
Do stand tall. Do not be afraid. I'm going to pick Lady Fair, only because that's Wisdom's suggestion, and Wisdom is our dominant stat on this, and I did decide when we first started this that as much as possible, I would default to Wisdom's judgment over all the other stats. That's how I kind of play these Disco Elysium CRPG style games, is pick which stat is my driving stat, and which one is going to be the kind of dominant hold of my decision making, regardless of how much danger or shit it gets me in. It is done. The feminine has entered into your body, your soul, your blood. Be kind to all.
Well, I'm slightly less confused about gender, and it's now 11:45. I've wasted half the day standing here thinking about women. To be fair, I do spend most of the day thinking about women.
Amazing. Well, actually, if we can find that out, that would also be very helpful. Oh, I was going to go... Hang on, so how do we pick up... Where do we find Schnell? Do we have to go down to the goblins to find Snell each day? Sacred River fights against Red Rocks. That's not Snell there, is it? No, that's a very, very manly, sexy goblin. He's at least 0.72 on the manly scale. Ah, there he is.
Hey, Snell.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Cleric.
The goblin rubs his eyes.
You ready to head out?
Yeah, more or less. The goblin collects his thing, strapping a pouch on his hip, adjusting his jacket. And as he finishes up, he says,
By the way, yesterday with Darrow.
Thanks. Doesn't make much of a difference to people like him, but seeing you stand up to Darrow like that, priceless.
I only did what was right.
What an honourable cleric we've picked up. Oh boy. Finally, Snell puts a pouch inside his inner jacket pocket. Alright, I'm ready. Alright, we're going to head out. Right, where we left off last time, we were exploring more of the Undercity. I say we carry on. Oh, wait, hang on. Before we go any further, I want to speak to the Mushroom Lady. I want to speak to the Dark Elf Druid. I feel like there's more druidic powers we could unlock. Oh, she's not here. Tending to the garden, be back after lunch. Ah, okay. Well, we might be able to find her down in the garden then. That's absolutely fine with me. That is absolutely fine with me. We'll head down to the garden and find her there. Should we talk to Sageleaf? Maybe we should quickly check in with Sageleaf.
Cleric, you've returned.
I have some other stuff about the tea shop to report.
Tea shop first, Cleric. Focus on that first.
Tea shop first.
Tea shop first.
Jeez, fine. Often shortened from Jesus. A Titan who roamed Ascani during the Fade era. Famous for his visual similarity to a goose, only a lot bigger. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, let's head below.
Back into the tunnel, Snell.
Oh, and I do want to solve the Sphinx's riddle at some point too. Yeah, okay, we'll come back for that. Oh, the low tones, that musical shift as you enter the Undercity. Spooky. Alright, let's head back in.
Come on, Snell, keep up. You fat fuck. Wouldn't hurt you to jog a bit more, Snell.
Ooh. Now, last time we got a bit turned around, there was something else this way we hadn't seen before. We kind of stumped... Oh, no, nope, not that way.
Sorry, Snell.
That's right, yeah, it was past the fire trap. And then it was to the north. No? Oh, no. I'm turned around again. Maybe it was down those stairs back there.
Come on, Snell. This is costing us minutes.
Is it down here? Ah, yeah. This was it. This is what we stumbled upon yesterday. Yeah, okay, here we go. Something shiny. Oh, gold. We haven't found where you can spend your gold yet. Oh, this place looks fun. Ooh, okay. A calendar. It's out of date. Embedded upon this altar. Oh shit, there's some... Can you see something back there? Something mining? The statue. Embedded in this altar, you see a circular stone slab. Whoever has worked this survey site in the past has attempted to place it in its natural position. It reminds you of a copper calendar, but far, far older. The various glyphs on the surface denote not a language, but rather sigils, it seems. Decipher the current date. You cannot do that. It's clearly broken. Oh. Yes, this is a useless piece of technology, if you feel it is worthy of such a term. Okay, I'll leave it alone then. Man, I wanted to figure out what it was for. Alright, how do we get into here?
Hello?
How do we get there? Ah. Through here? Oh. You could hop down here. Okay, we'll hop down here. You glance at the setup. It is a descent of approximately 50 inches.
What kind of man, no, what kind of hero cannot step down a slightly uneven stone slab? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this.
An esoteric tingle leads you astray. Look over the survey site. Hang on. I'm not going to fall down. You see a dwarf. You see a dwarf, hearing grunts as he swings a pickaxe at the ruins in the corner. There is no point in having a conversation at this distance. Time to get closer. Won't be a problem, right?
Of course not.
An esoteric tingle leads you astray. Okay, we got +1, +2. Dexterity it is. Or, mate, I mean... Taking a careful step onto the stone, you begin your descent. Keeping your balance in check, you shift your weight appropriately. Smart thinking, using your dexterity instead of brute force. This is the wise choice. Your feet find purchase, stable, controlled.
You are at the bottom of the step.
God, you're slow. Can we get moving now?
Oh.
You can get up here.
Adventurers must have hidden stuff in this pot. Aha, another shard of jaw. Oh my goodness. Can I talk to his crab? Askel Madison. That's not the crab. Oh no. God damn it. Well, he's an underdwarf. This right here is the fourth pillar of the feudal system. A spelunking, delving, digging, roaming, true-blooded adventurer. Fair enough. Oh, hang on. One goofy-looking cat. Alright, well, let's chat to him.
Hello! I'm a cleric.
Beside the buried statue, you see someone up on a ledge. There's grunts echoing down the chamber, along with the sound of iron against stone. A dwarf down here. Could be a trap.
Hello up there!
The dwarf's smouldering eyes widen as he sees you. Oh, he's got like flame for hair and eyes. That's awesome.
Look, Romulus, we've got an official visiting. If that don't make us official, I don't know what will.
Peeking out over the ledge, you spot an orange monster creeping around. Romulus Rust Monster. A rust monster. The dwarf appears friendly with it. Now strange.
Rust monsters are known to devour metal. Keep your distance.
Is that a rust monster?
Oh yes, very correct. But no worries, he's very kind when he's fed.
Ominous.
What are you doing here?
Me? Oh, you know.
Let's add a smouldering laugh.
Dwarf's got to have a hobby.
Mining in ancient ruins is not a hobby.
It's a profession.
He puts down his tools and strikes a pose.
Let me introduce myself. I'm as called Modson.
A dark dwarf. Dark dwarf, derogatory term for the underdwarves.
Pleasure to meet you. You're an Norvikian cleric, I presume.
I'm a druid of the primal side of the esoteric. Also like a mix. I'm aiming for full druid by the end of the next quarter.
Good for you. Oh, you got a goblin with you. You HWBT friend. Yeah, you're that dungeoneer looking for cats, right?
Cats.
More or less. Hope your lady wasn't too mad about my inquiry. I'd say annoyed is a better description, but it's fine. Just don't trespass anymore.
Will do.
Or, well, I should correct you. I'm not a dungeoneer. I'm more of a...
With a bright smile, he adjusts the collar on his uniform.
Well, I'm what you'd call a historian with ambition.
As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing hissing noise down the chamber.
Exactly, Romulus. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions to find the legendary missing mine of Tul-Amun, of Tulin Katal.
That sounds like a quest.
Oh, yes, indeed. A quest. Your ears perk up.
But just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that.
Fair enough. Treasure is earned. So here's the deal. I'm in trouble.
His pet makes a loud belching noise.
Right,
he mumbles and gives the monster a pat on the back.
You want to help, friend? Help a stranger. That's how heroes are made.
Help a stranger? That's how fools are robbed.
I'll help you if I can.
Great. You see, there are two strange ruins in this section of the city below the city. White Mane ruins, before the dwarves and humans and even trolls, this place was ruled by cats. There he goes, the snails of Tulin. Had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Jaw. Excuse me. Mines of Tulamun, a place of thick veins with endlessly growing amber and platinum. But the walking god of the White Mane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point. According to the legends. Sealed esoterically, probably, since we can't seem to locate it.
So there's ancient snail folk, and then slightly less ancient cat folk who built cat stuff on top of the snail stuff.
Exactly.
How can you hide an entire mine?
You'd be surprised. The city below the city is, 4 or 5 levels of sprawling tunnels and caverns. Here under Tolstad, it's only at this here top level that's in any way accessible. Could easily be some crevice far down that no one, not even the city's greatest paladins, have gotten close to discovering.
The deep places of the world hold many secrets.
So you're looking for it?
Oh yeah, not alone in this, of course. But my research has shown me clear indications that these two ruins below Tolstad are more or less unexamined, at least by skilled hands.
Your hands are skilled. Very skilled.
So what's the problem?
There's no problem with this site, but I'm almost finished here and I'm unable to gain access to the second White Mane ruins, because it's inside HWBT territory, and they are very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Your lovely goblin friends have hired a brutish bugbear as a guard. But you're a cleric. If you can get access into their territory, then please head south. Through the damp high caverns, should be a White Mane ruin at the end of the shrine, probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols.
We know this place, we've been there.
Just look for big cats, essentially.
What do you want me to do there?
All I need you to do is tell me if you find a symbol of a sun or 2 blades. Either of those, then report back to me. If you're able, and if you have time. I wish I could do it myself. Damn those goblins. No offense,
he adds, giving your companion a nod.
None taken. I really, really do not care.
Sun or 2... No, sorry.
Fuck, that voice gets in your head.
Sun or 2 blades. Got it. If I find the shrine, I'll investigate.
Great. Good luck.
Gives you a thumbs up.
What do you know about the tea shop?
He crosses his arms, gives you a long nod.
The type of cafe. You know, they serve tea and other drinkables. Sometimes they even have pastries. I love cardamom cheats.
How long have you been down here?
About a week by now. Takes time to take up a secure perimeter.
So you don't know about the tea shop that exploded?
Exploded? I thought the election was bad enough as it is. Now they've got exploding tea shops. Norvik's trouble indeed. Oh well, can't help you there, friend.
Why are your eyes glowing?
Haven't met too many underdwarves, have you? Look, I don't really have too much time, but really, once I'm done here, I can talk all you want.
What if I've got a bunch of personal questions for you?
You do? Maybe later. I've got a bunch of work to finish up here. But I'll be at the Drunk Sphinx once I'm finished. Ask me there and I'll gladly indulge you.
A tavern. Good place to extract information.
Alright, brilliant.
Well, we kind of needed to head that. You approach the step once more. A long step. This time should be easier. You take the first step, and then you are at the top of the step.
God, you're slow, Cleric. Fuck you now.
Okay. Well, I'm pleased we came back for that, because we know exactly where that is, what it is, and where to go. Or have I just jinxed myself? Do I know exactly where to go? What's down here? That's a dead end. Is it this way? Oh, this is a long tunnel. Yay! We opened some one-way doors. Ah, shortcut unlocked. That's another dead end. Oh, this is the scary torch. I'll go on. You see a strange glowing torch a bit further down the hallway. Strange. Something is wrong here. Careful, real careful.
Cleric?
Alright, check for traps. 14. We should be able to do this. Why do I even fucking bother? You look down the hallway real close. Then you look at the walls and then the ground.
Yes?
And
you
don't see anything.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, as in I do see something, or yes, as in yes, I really don't see anything.
You see nothing. The hallway's safe. No sign of trap floor tiles or holes with poison darts or giant blades that swing down from the ceiling. This is just a normal hallway.
Seriously, what are you doing? Nothing, Snow, let's continue.
Leave? Maybe? Hang on. We're gonna give this another go. Come on, let's give it one more go. Fuck off. Come on, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. One more go.
I want to be good at clericing. One more go. I've got 10 shards of jaw. Let's give it another go. Come on. I've got loads of wisdom. There we fucking go.
You look down the hallway real close, and you look at the walls and then the ground.
Wait, why is there no dirt on the ground?
Hmm?
There's absolutely no dust or grime or little rock pebbles on the ground here, right in front of me.
Oh.
There's a bunch of floating stuff in the air in front of me. Stuff that looks like it's slowly being dissolved by some powerful agent.
That's a bad sign. In fact, it really sounds like...
A cube! Oh, yes!
Fuck, my favorite D&D monster. Well, close to. A perfectly flat wall of perfectly translucent gel stands before you. The goblin stumbles backwards when he realizes what you're saying.
Oh, gods, that was close! Huh! But I really want the sword and the stuff in here. Could I cast Inflict Wounds on it? I could cast Bark Skin and then go in anyway. What's up with that?
It's a magic item, a torch built to burn forever.
Could you get that torch, Snell? No, could you? Of course, what do you think I am, weak?
Let me rephrase. Could you do it without having your skin be dissolved by the gelatinous cube?
Skin's overrated.
Suppose you got your armor instead. Have I even seen your skin?
No.
Goblin lets out a deep sigh and looks across the surface of the jelly monster.
Cube's weird. Usually way more aggressive. The fact we can stand here no problem means something's way off. Bet it's that torch. Can you use your magic to grab it?
There are a handful of spells that could work here. Protective Shield if you wish to fight through the acid. Or Mage Hand. Yes.
If I could find Mage Hand, then maybe that'd work. If the gel wouldn't let go, though.
Ah, well, you'd have to find it then. I thought you clerics know basic cantrips like that. I mean, we've got some goblins who know it. It's not rare.
The goblin cannot be allowed to denigrate you like this. It's beneath the cleric of Norvik.
Trembling. Anger.
Look, I lost some things in the river, okay?
Right, yeah, you had a thing. Sorry.
He means it. He lifts his chin.
Anyway.
Rubs his temples.
For now, let's just not do anything rash.
Doesn't it feel like the torch has something to do with this weird gelatinous cube?
It's hard to say.
Warmth. It is drawn to it.
Not sure what you'd do about it, though. If you'd be able to reach it, maybe you'd find out more. But that'd require you to, go inside. Okay, cool. Well, I'm pleased we wasted 2 whole shards of jaw on that. That was worth it.
We'll take the long way round. My feet are sore from running. Seems all I do these days are fucking dead end. Snell! Snell! We solved this trap like a boss.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause we're the cleric, Snell. Keep up.
Okay, so we've explored everything down there. Let's see what else is waiting for us down here. Oh yeah, that's the Minotaur room, right? Yeah, okay, I know where we are.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit, we only saw that because of light. Ah, a skeleton lies crumpled against the wall. Human, male, dead for months, maybe longer. His armor has been stripped away. Only scraps of leather and cloth remain. Someone looted the corpse, or something. Sad sight. These tunnels eat people.
What killed him?
Hard to say. No signs of combat. Probably got lost. Ran out of supplies. The city below claims many that way. Wait, I want to see if you had anything. Oh yeah, right. Trifle. Piece of paper. +1 dexterity, -2 strength. Hang on, what's the piece of paper? What if this is the paladin? Examine. You look at the wrinkled piece of paper. Its content half legible through grime and stains. An adventuring log. Highly uninteresting. Understand the draconic text? Go on. Fuck. You recognize it as draconic, but the meaning escapes you. The dialect is old, formal. You need magic to translate it properly. I'll read it. Most of it is mundane, supply list, coordinates, complaints. At the bottom, something different. Passage written in another hand. Older, more deliberate. Dominus noster mox redibit posterior eos instandator. That is Magnus Thesaurus Estuthi Intramuros. This is Latin. Alright. Well, that's Latin is draconic. Confirmed. Can we try opening this now? Let's give it another go. Come on. Nah, never mind. We tried. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought there was more to do here, but clearly not. Okay. Well, let's go back all the way around and try and get back down to the Goblin Grove. Where the bugbear was. I thought this was the... Oh, man.
I know where I'm going, okay?
I'll just triple check there's nothing else up here. Oh, wait. Definitely keep... Something is stashed under the heavy rocks. Ah, Crusader's Mantle. Paladin's Insignia. +1 strength. Advantage against Earthfolk. You pick up the insignia. Heavy. Official. The symbol of Norvik shaped in iron. Huh, well there's only one paladin left in the city. Lord Gorm.
Now look at this.
The goblin peers at the insignia. Seems official. Some leftover from an old delve.
No, this is one of a kind. This belonged to Lord Gorm, the last paladin of Earth.
Oh shit. The one that's missing.
The one and only.
He goes quiet, his eyes darting back and forth in the dark tunnel. So...
He might be alive somewhere. He must have died down here, swallowed by the dungeon.
But I suppose this is some type of closure.
I'll report this to my patriarch once the mission's finished.
He lowers his head as if to show some type of respect.
Got it.
The symbol gleams even in the dim light. Most strikingly, it appears to be hot and red, clearly hylo-esoteric, as if containing some magical fire. And if it is here in this dungeon, then surely Lord Gorm must be dead. Lord Gorm must be dead. A truly tragic end. The missing paladin is missing no more. Somewhere down here in the dark. You mourn. You shiver. To think of such an awful end to such a great man. Horrible. This will be reported once you are done here. As for the insignia, it shall be returned to the palace, eventually.
May Earth guide him home.
Did that complete a quest? Missing paladin? Which was the missing paladin? Here we go. Completed. But we don't get a feat for it. Because there's more to it. They're lying when they say completed. Oh yeah, and. Oh yeah. I was going to play around with some of these stats a bit, but I don't really need +2 to my charisma. It's already pretty good. I was going to have a bit of a... Oh yeah, incense bowl. +1 intelligence, +1 wisdom, -1 charisma. That won't... Would that affect us? I think it would. It'd take us down to plus... Oh no, that wouldn't affect us. And -1 constitution. So that actually wouldn't affect us. So we could take that. Because what's that? That's +1 dexterity. Okay, so our dexterity is quite low now. +1 intelligence. Advantage in esoteric events. We definitely need to keep that. And then this is +1 wisdom and +1 charisma. This is keeping our wisdom at an extra level. +1 dex, +1 con. +1 intelligence, +1 con, -2 charisma. Or I could get the +2 charisma and -2 dexterity and be absolutely shit at all things charisma and dexterity based. I do like having +1 strength, -1 intelligence. I do like +1 strength. I don't know. +1 constitution. Advantage in situations where you might need a hammer. +1 strength, -1 wisdom. -3 intelligence. I need to get that fixed somehow so that we don't get -3 intelligence by wielding it. Okay. I need to find 2 more rats. Yeah? Yeah, 2 more rats. Okay. Grants a minor charisma increase for a week. Oh. A week? Oh. Okay. Well, in that case then, part of me is thinking... No, look, I think we'll keep this as is. I think this is a pretty good... We're pretty well spec'd. I know our dex is pretty low. What is our dex at the moment, sorry? 9. I don't like that. I wouldn't mind bumping the dex up by 1 somehow. Oh, our helmet gives us no bonuses, so actually we'd be kind of crazy not to... +1 intelligence, +1 con. That doesn't help us at all. +2 charisma, -2 dex. We could just commit to being shockingly bad at dexterity and being shockingly good at charisma. What was the specs on this one again? No, and then just go back to our normal helmet. We need to get +1 intelligence, +1 charisma somehow. Okay. +2 con, -1 wisdom, -2 strength. Oh, that's right, because it's haunted. That's right. I remember now. Okay. I think we'll go back to the incense bowl, weirdly enough. And we'll keep our normal helmet. Hopefully we can find something that boosts our dex. Okay. Cool. I reckon that's pretty good. Oh, what was the spell we just unlocked? Crusader's Mantle. Holy power radiates from you. Okay, yeah, actually, we should be checking these dead ends really quickly. Can't open this door. No, we should be checking these dead ends really quickly with our dancing lights. I realized that this was something I should have been doing from the beginning. There was another dead end here, wasn't there? Aha. A strange book. At the end of this hallway, in an alcove like any other, you see a book. It sits on a thin ledge. It does not have anything on the cover. An illusion. Beware.
This is creepy.
Agreed. Don't write your name in there or anything. Heard about a guy that found a book once up in Muletown. On the cover it said famous people, and inside was a list of, well, famous people, historical figures or whatever. This guy thought it'd be funny to scribble his own name among them, and poof, he turned into feathers, like a big collection of pure black feathers, started floating away in the wind down the river. It was all everyone could talk about for weeks.
You're making this any less creepy, Snow.
I know.
Then the goblin frowns, looking up at the ceiling.
Can't seem to remember the guy's name, though.
Ominous.
Anyway, what were you doing?
I'll take the book. As you pick up the tome... Damn it. To be fair, I was warned. As you pick up the tome, you get an overwhelming tingling sensation running down your arm.
Impending doom.
Holy shit, no don't.
Drop it. You okay, Cleric? Are you shaking?
Put it back. You do so, quickly placing it back on the ledge. Now open it up, come on. You flip open to a page. Any page. You flip through multiple. They're all empty.
You know what you're doing, Cleric.
Keep flipping. Keep flipping until you see text on a page. It says in a clean and steady handwriting, "What tome do you desire?"
Huh. Yeah, this is cursed.
Clearly this is esoteric. You take out a quill. You remember a number of ancient tomes, books, letters, and various pieces of literature you could ask for. You scramble to remember the names of the various books, letters, and various pieces of literature you've seen through your education. Try writing Norvikian chants by Patriarch Pille. Your letters immediately fade from the page, but it's replaced by another message that seemingly forms out of the same ink you used to write. Patriarch Pilly, his books are found everywhere, but the closest copy? Ah, this helps us find in the local lich house. Then the text quickly disappears.
That's amazing. If it can locate any book, then it's like very, very useful.
A blind manifesto by the hedonist beyond reads, The Folk by Alexandro. Earth and Toll founders. There's a copy in the tower. Boring book though. Okay. But most of these are in the lich house. There are way too many copies of that trash around. Memoirs of a Statesman by Nicholas Darrow. Humans: A Brief History. 6 copies on these streets. One is in Waterlane. The Halflings got it. Basic Travel Guide. And then a blind manifesto. Surprising common book. Okay. You put away the quill. Open it into your book name. Okay, cool. That's awesome. We can just use this to find books. Just find where books are. Oh. Hang on. Let's make sure we've got our dancing lights. We've learned our lesson. There was something there for a second that disappeared. Okay, and that leads to the cube. Okay, so we've explored the northern part. Let's go down the southern part with our dancing light. What were these again? Glowing mushrooms. Ah. Sure. Why not? There she is.
Hello!
The mushroom lady does not appear responsive. Meditation?
There's a dwarf who says you won't let him pass here.
The Dark Dwarf? Yeah, he asked for access to the south tunnels. He's not permitted.
Why not?
Lady does not permit it. Lady Sageleaf does not allow looses on her grounds. Only official expeditions.
Am I an official expedition?
She glances at Snell, who shrugs.
More or less.
She frowns.
If you go into the south tunnels, beware of monsters. They crawl in from below, infesting the caverns. We clean them out every other week, but they return often.
Isn't the Pest Control Guild supposed to take care of that stuff?
She lets out a deep laugh.
Pest control? Those pussies won't step below the lower, especially on Tolstad. Bunch of weaklings looking for easy payouts. If we can't deal with it ourselves, we hire outside muscle. But not the PCG.
Okay. I think we've seen this bit before.
What kind of monsters? Tell me more.
Last month we killed a hook horror. It was a great hunt. Fought out a bunch of giant spiders, a grey ooze. Last year we had to get a specialist in to deal with the cranium ants. They negotiated for days. Worst part was probably Grix. I hate those things, but I'm sad to say we've not yet had to deal with a bullet.
Bullets, the land shark predator. Yeah, I love bullets.
I do not think those land sharks enjoy tunneling here, but there have been reports of a few of them moving close to the settlements in the last year over in Verdun. I want to skin one of those things one day. That'd be pleasurable.
Cool.
She grins.
Is she okay?
Moongor doesn't turn around, just grunts at you.
Don't disturb her. Not you'd be able to. Deep in meditation far from here. Leave her alone.
But I need to talk to her.
Go find her in the garden later. She spends her mornings down here and returns to her office after lunch. I have cooked her a lovely roasted cave crab today.
You cook?
Yeah, it's part of my duties.
Can I join?
No, you may not.
Terrible tragedy. To be forced to avoid suffering food poisoning. Alright, let's leave them to it. Let's get our dancing light back. Because now I feel like I can... Oh yeah, let's grab some more mushrooms. Alright. Was it down here where we saw the... White Mane mural once more. 3 serpents frozen in their eternal dance. I want to examine it. We're looking for the sun? Religious art, body, mind, spirit. Oh, that's the temple. Okay, cool. So this isn't... Sorry, we need to go further down. We're not there yet. I wish when I said... Cool. Beware the crunch. Please don't step on literal human skulls. Cave paintings? Strange markings cover the cave walls. painted in faded pigments. Humanoid figures, simple, primitive, red and white against the dark stone. You step closer to inspect them. The style is unsettling. Crude stick figures with circular heads, arms spread wide. I'll count the figures first. You scan across the walls. 3 distinct figures, each with a unique design. Go on, why not? We might get lucky. No. These are old, but that's just a guess. Dating cave paintings is difficult without proper study.
These look human.
They do. 2 arms, 2 legs, round head. But the style is too simple to determine species.
Snell, your people ever make art like this?
Goblins? We weren't even on this continent when these were made. I guess would be pre-fade, maybe?
Fair enough. Let me get my light back. We should have been using the light this whole time. Look at all this. Oh, this feels spooky. There's something older than regular corpse dust in this one. Bone dust. Shard of jaw. Good, we need more of these. Oops, sorry. Is that a hat? Strange. Fancy hat, +1 dexterity.
A yellow hat?
You grab the smooth fabric. Your companion looks around, a bead of sweat rolling down his brow.
Now Frank must have gone through here, keep an eye open.
It's yours now. Wait, can I wear the fancy hat? I could probably wear this. Wait. Why didn't it work? You could carry it around. So I'll refuse to wear it. +1 dexterity, -1 strength, but I won't. Oh, this feels like a bad place. Well, that's definitely a bad guy. A headless corpse. Looks like some type of rogue. Esoteric lockpick. The dungeon continues far into the west part of Tolstad, but we're not going that way. Okay, but we've got an esoteric lockpick, which gives us +2 dexterity. What would we replace it? Oh, hang on. I can examine the sending pebble. You hold up the pebble.
Please don't bother anyone with that, Cleric.
You think about who you could send a message to. There are a few targets you have in mind.
So I can use this to send messages to people, right?
You can. The pebble of sending is a powerful magic item, not quite as versatile as the stone of sending. The difference is being the stone can send to anyone on the current plane of existence. The pebble has a limit of 1 mile. Oh my god.
Hey, all's this? Got any cool riddles that fit into 30 words or less?
Are you sending me, Cleric? I'm not sure how to feel about that, but the riddle, sure. How about this? Feed me, I live. Water me, I die. What am... The message ends. The 30-word limit got cut out right at the end.
The answer is...
Fire. Suddenly you hear Olzus's voice in your mind again. Sorry, ran out there. Sending you now. The answer is fire, as I'm sure you figured out. I have to say, sending is not an ideal way to hand out... Sending ends. You can now reply.
Yeah, I guessed fire.
Then...
I kinda like it, and thanks for the riddle.
Your reply ends. Fuck yes.
It's the Cleric Visken. I'm calling to let you know I've got a pebble of sending. Cool, huh?
Very cool. The message ends. Short and sweet. Didn't disturb him now, did you?
Hey, Atia, what are you doing?
Cleric, please do not use that pebble to contact me at your leisure. I'm attempting to work here. The message ends.
Hi, Lady Sageleaf. I'm working on the tea shop. Just wanted to check in and let you know everything's going good.
What in the fuck are you thinking? You dare send me a pebble message? You must be out of your damn mind, human.
The message ends. Rough crowd.
Hey, any news?
Cleric, oh, it is you. How lovely to hear you. Sending a message here out of nowhere. Or is it a pebble? Really seems more like a pebble, really. The message ends. Yes. Okay, so what was that giving us? +1 wisdom, +1 charisma. Oh, I like having the 18 wisdom. The charisma, though, is not essential, but +2 dex would be really helpful. Okay, anytime we have to lockpick, we'll just equip it as we go. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh no, you see it. Ah.
Ah! It's a damn monster!
To your right.
Your gut, it falters.
The goblin jolts to the side.
Cleric, there's a...
Huh? Oh, it's a roper. God, do you know what's funny? I just threw one of these at my players in Tales from the Yawning Portal last night. I literally just had them fight a roper. Oh no. Oh, hey, don't even worry. One of the stalagmites has sprouted a particularly nasty looking maw.
How did I not notice that thing?
An ambush!
The goblin attempts to spring into action, but he's just too late.
A monster. Punch it. Once you get control of your muscles again, that is.
That thing, it was perfectly hidden. Now you're at its mercy.
Is there really nothing I can do here?
Pray.
Huh?
What?
Flung around the shadows of the cavern comes a long tendril. It flies towards you like a ballista firing a long fleshy snake. In an instant, it's wrapped around.
Huh? You're everything!
Oh, tightens its grip and flails you around.
Your ankle is crushed. You breathe through the pain. Ah!
But then the tentacle pulls back, dragging you, flinging you against rock and rock.
Grab something, don't let it...
The roper has you, its tendril fastened like a locked jaw around your entire leg, as it attempts to pull you toward its maw.
Dragging you in like a fisherman with a thick catch on his hook.
Your prey!
Shit!
Your companion rushes into action, taking something out of his sling.
Try to grab something!
Grab what?
The ground, I don't know.
He takes a swing and fires off a bullet in its direction, striking at the center of its mass. But the bullet just bounces off and it lets out a horrendous hiss.
Balls! No, not that way. You're not getting anywhere near that more. Slither like your life depended on it, because it does.
There's still a chance. Find an opportunity.
You're feeling sick.
Break free.
I will slither. Really wishing we hadn't decreased our dex. Oh.
You spasm harder. Each loosens the grip of the beast. Following the violent flinging, you kick and flail and rotate and dance, like a beautiful dance imitating a fish on land.
Great simile.
Shut up. With a final violent limb toss, the tentacle actually loosens quite a bit. That should make it easier. The tendril pulls you closer.
But it clearly finds you difficult with all the struggling, so it slams you into the ground.
Oh! Bones broken, loosely dangling.
It grips even harder. The goblin rushes up to you and yells,
Let go!
He struggles against the tendril in a frantic attempt to save you.
There it is.
Oh, I could cast Inflict Wounds. Oh, no. You attempt to hit the tentacle with a hand of necrotic energy, but as you do, the roper just flails you harder, making it impossible to hit. The spell fizzles. Typical. The roper keeps dragging you closer and closer to its chomping maw. You glance toward it, seeing the thousands of razor-like teeth almost extending towards you.
You're dead.
Warning!
The roper bites down on your legs.
Oh!
Oh, natural 20. So we don't take any exhaustion.
An intense pain causes your senses to shut down.
Cleric, fight, you bastard! You've one chance. Break loose now or get swallowed. Listen to the goblin fight.
So the end begins?
No.
The goblin keeps trying to free you.
You're lucky. This is the last chance.
Luck?
No, you're just fast enough to get one final chance. Now get out of its death grip.
Okay, we'll just break free. Ah, Lady Fair. Is this female? Wait. Is this a woman roper? With a deep animalistic groan, you push yourself to the limit.
Your body in a fight against this rubbery appendix of despair, no more. You get a hold of it as it slithers around your leg and you rip it to shreds. The beast shrieks as its tentacle is left broken by your incredible display of power. You are free.
You're holding your breath.
The horrible creature stumbles forward, its maw widening as it chomps on your flesh.
Ah! Ow! At least I'm good at these. Oh, well, that's one point of exhaustion. Snail, kill it!
On it!
Snow gives you a nod as he twirls one last bullet with his sling. With a loud snap, he fires it. The echo dances around the cavern, ringing in your ears along with the horrific screeching of the roper as the bullet hits it straight in the large, unblinking eye.
Gotcha!
It shrieks and pulls back. The terrible noise disappears into the abyss. Tentacles writhing, the roper blindly flees. In its panic, it runs right over the edge.
You fill your lungs with air, your knees weak, palms sweaty.
in your pockets, roper spaghetti.
The goblin leans on his knees and groans.
That was tight, but, well done.
You too. Great job, Snell.
The goblin reluctantly returns a thumbs up to you as well. He's pained by making such a cheesy gesture, but you've clearly earned it. Nice.
Let's see what's deeper in this cavern. Fucking ropers. Now I understand why my party last night was so upset about the roper.
I want to go this way first. I feel like I always want to go right first. Oh, never mind. There's the temple.
Never mind. Snell, we're going back this way. I know I just started going that way, but I've changed my mind. I want to see the temple. There's nothing there, Snell. Oh, Snell, it's a temple.
Leaves. These will be incense, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. We should probably heal ourselves. We didn't take cure wounds, did we? Because we're idiots. I could have done bark skin as well. Can't change my spells right now, can I? No. Alright, have we got anything? I could probably eat some stuff. We've got a few apples. Was there anything else that gave us lots of food? Oh, yeah. That'll do. Among the fallen and the broken of an ancient world lies among them a single structure. A monument to forgotten power. At the top, a cracked lion's head glares at you, a one-eyed lion with a single dark, empty socket. A shrine like any other. You feel at home on your knees here. Of course you do. Silence, degenerate. Does it work? You may propel oh, fuck, we could have prepared spells.
Shrine to what god? You seen anything like this, Snell?
Sure, looks like a normal cat thing. A ton of them all over the city, if you know where to look.
Are you some type of cat expert?
No.
He speaks truth.
Hard to tell exactly what's going on here due to the rubble and dust. You could try investigating it more closely, but remember, the White Mains are famous for their traps. You know, like that fiery hole where you barely survived, so be careful.
Take a step closer. What's that light from the ceiling? It's an illusion, don't mind it. It is absolutely not the sun. Glancing upwards reveals the rays to be nothing but a magical tingle on your eyes. This is no esoteric pocket, but it most likely once was. I'll look for the symbol as Kel was talking about. You dust off the front of the shrine, the sides of the shrine. It's faint, but there is some type of symbol on it. It's difficult to tell what's a weathered scratch and what's a creative choice. Yes, a symbol. A symbol of the sun, definitely. This is what Azkal wanted you to find. You found it.
Huh, so what do I do now?
Get back to your dwarf buddy, of course. Yes, tell Azkal about this symbol. He would be grateful for the information. Very grateful. Like get a nice little payday grateful.
You found what you're looking for?
Yep.
Great, happy for you.
His tone of voice indicates, please, 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 can we leave this scary ruin now?
I should get back to Azkal then to those other ruins. Man, there's a lot of ruins down here.
Yeah, you should, right away. Alright, I'll investigate the shrine. Hey! Fantastic. Your gloved hand glides over the markings on the front of the shrine, but there's something there, inside the stone, and it's text. Tracing your fingers, you realize something's written, faintly, scrubbed down over centuries into the surface of the shrine. It says, El ojo rojo vigila tus logros. You take a step back and mumble it to yourself.
The red eye watches over you. Does that mean anything?
Probably. They wouldn't write it on that shrine for no reason.
They honestly might have, but who knows?
You glance upwards at the lion's head. The eye socket, perfectly sized for a gemstone. This is obviously a secret you would be to trigger, in case you insert the correct gemstone. The stony lion's head... I want to be a bit careful about it. You could probably just punch in that jacinth here.
So I need to insert a gemstone here.
Yeah, either a ruby or a jacinth would be a practical guess. These barbaric civilizations, if you can call them that, were all the same. Shiny rocks and mysterious temples used as esoteric triggers.
All right.
Carefully, you guide the jacinth into the perfectly sized eye hole. Once close enough, like a magnet, it gets sucked in. Then you hear a strange noise in the walls. Oh, no.
Sorry, Snell.
Oh, gods. The goblin gasps for air, unable to speak. Oh, you just almost just died.
That was fast.
You would have died had the final blade not been blocked by those vines, and Snell would have died if he had stood just a bit further back or to the left.
Fuck!
The goblin's actually shaking.
Nice dodge, Snell.
We were
We were so close to just like dying. Look at these things. You'd be cut in half. Are you aware of that, Cleric? No, real men don't process emotions like that. I see, you're stoic then. All real men are. Of course, feelings don't faze me. You sure you look a little...
With a brief crack, the front of the shrine pops out of place. The goblin jumps. A deep rumbling voice echoes through the chamber as a lion's skull begins floating out of the shrine along with a ghostly halberd. El vigilante rojo di crin blanca castigaro tu. Oh, fuck yes. Really should have cast bark skin. Then the skull falls to the ground. Stare at it as it rolls to the side.
I'm not sure.
That was a ghostly apparition left to guard this shrine.
I don't think they planned it to go that way. For once, I agree with you.
The skull on the ground before you, and that halberd is just floating there all ghost-like. Be careful.
Guess I'll check them out. A lion's skull. A ghostly halberd. A grand engraving of the divine era. Well, we'll do the skull first. Hello! No response. What's your thoughts on this, Snell?
My head's as empty as that skull, Cleric. Can we go?
All right, leave you to it. Well, I'll take the halberd then.
Oh, no way. Well, I mean, obviously I'm going to be wielding this now, although my constitution has dropped a bit. Do you know what I might do? Oh, those are some nice stats. Look at that. We've got no minuses anymore. We could have prayed to get... Okay, do you know what I might do? We've never once needed Charm Person. I'm going to switch out Charm Person. So we'll take Cure Wounds, Inflict Wounds, Speak with Animals, Bark Skin. Oh, we can get one more. Shield of Faith? Any loss of hit points is reduced by 1. That's not great. Could take Grease. I could take Charm Person. Creature doesn't know it's charmed by me afterwards, though. Grease could be useful. Or do I take Prayer of Healing? I might take Prayer of Healing. There we go. Nice. Alrighty, well, I think that's a great place to wrap up for today, for this one. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you guys soon. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye for now. Bye!